already like started breaking into the leather, so I'm a little attached.
Oh, okay.
Plus I've got so many compliments.
All right, yeah, it's legit.
Then there's our newest guy called Kennedy. He made this strap.
Okay.
Then there's another one called Roba. And finally my lady, Stella.
Oh, finally your lady Stella. Oh, shout out. So Stella knows how to fix this.
Yeah.
I need to meet Stella.
She makes the wallets.
I'd love to meet her someday. All right, well, okay, fine. So this is about what you studied, or you just woke up and you discover that there's some business opportunity somewhere, and then you said, Ebu, let me give it a shot, and then voila, it just worked for you.
Okay. For starters, I studied procurement in Vista, graduated and all that story. But now after I finished, I started working at the Treasury, then later at KTN. But I've always had that knack for like aesthetics and beautiful things. So I happened to like bump into an American designer who really inspired me. And yeah, I just started slowly getting into it. And once it like snowballed into something big, I decided to quit the job and go into leather full time. So it's not what I studied. I just had an interest in it, and like I locked myself in the room for 2 weeks, just checking out YouTube, engaging with that designer, just getting all the facts right. What tools do I need? Which kind of leather should I use for which product? And just fully immersing myself in it. Then, yeah, I just started slowly, one client, another client, and the referrals and the social media. Yeah.
And that bold step, because we're talking business once again, the people who are watching today, perhaps someone just trying to ask themselves, do I want to get to this? A little bit, scared, skeptical, finances, capital, and lots of questions revolving around this. I realize that there's so much importance in the aspect of, research from what it is that you say before you get into this, murky waters, if you'd want to call them. How was it like for you, and what would be your word to them this morning?
Okay, so for starters, like, I believe you don't need any capital to start a business. Yeah, you just need like a drop-dead crazy passion in something, and you also need your mouth. Like, you need to talk to people. Like my very first equipment, I didn't even buy it. Like, I started this business with almost 0 shillings because it's my cousin who bought it for me, David Buruchara. Yeah, like he just saw how passionate I am about this, like eat, sleep, talk all the time. I'm telling him about leather goods, and he was like, this guy is crazy about this thing. He won't shut up about it. So he got me my very, very first equipment. Cost like 20,000 for like a starter kit.
Okay.
And yeah, I just started with it, and I was at it every day of my life, like every minute, even till now. Like, I don't get to take any breaks yet because I'm all about leather. Like, you can't sit with you and not talk about like something about leather.
So how do we differentiate, legit leather? Because that's a problem that we have in the market. And when you go there, you leather legit, and you get excited and you buy. Before you know it, a year or so, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
There's one that you buy and stays like forever. You literally want it to you want to let go of it, but it's firm. It's been there. So how is it for one to differentiate, between legit leather and synthetic stuff?
So the 3 easy ways. For starters, you could try like slightly burning it.
Okay.
Okay. If I had a lighter, I would show you. So you could try burn it, like just, of course, if it's at a shop, I don't think you'll get to do that.
Yeah. You now want to buy it.
One way of knowing is burning it.
Right.
Because leather, it has like a high resistance to fire. Okay. So if the fake leather was to be like put under fire, it would probably burn in, say, 4 seconds. But leather, it could stay up to like 30 seconds under
before it now gets.
Yeah. So that's one way. Secondly, depending on the type of leather, like when you make slight marks on it, it should scratch.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Okay.
It should scratch. Then when you wipe it,
it's
back to normal.
Okay.
So that's another way of knowing it. Thirdly, it's usually like squeaky. Like when you press on it, usually makes like a squeaky sound.
Sound, yes.
You hear that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So that's another way of knowing.
Yeah.
3 easy ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smell, you know, I
Exactly.
had this dog, that was really on the case of my leather stuff, you know, shoes and all that. Then I'm asking myself why. So someone told me that sometimes, you know, it's because it's the nyama aspect. So they smell all through. Like you buy leather stuff, and the smell is there for the rest of time.
Well, in the first days, it's usually strong, but of course, due to perfume.
Are there ways to treat that?
Well,
maybe as you're working on some product, not.
Well, some people love the smell.
The smell.
Actually. Yeah. Because
Okay.
it's usually, it's an acquired smell. It's like cigars and that kind of stuff. So that's also another way. It usually has a new shoe smell. Yeah.
Okay. So you have gone to levels of maybe importing the hides, or like you say, it is just totally local for you?
So the hides are 100% locally sourced. I got lucky to like order some 2-3 limited pieces from my contact in the States, but mostly I do like 100% locally sourced. Like I told you, like we have a very well-developed leather industry in Kenya that to the point that we even export some to India.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, and India is also well known for, you know, having leather stuff. It's quite legit. Buy Kenya, build Kenya, and all that. Have we got into a space where this is being appreciated? Because I mean, sometimes you would just look at this and say, this is a Rani, and maybe this is, well, some other brand that is well known, and you see people running for those brands because in their mind they're thinking, well, it can't be Kenyan and legit.
So I believe Kenyans are slowly adapting.
Okay.
Like people can see through the fake brands. You know, it's not like Kitambo.
Yeah.
So people are really, like because of the internet, they are really aware of what they're buying these days. So most people would opt for like a bespoke handmade product as compared to like a fake Gucci or a fake Balenciaga, something like that. Yeah, so it's true.
Okay, that's good. And so you should be knowing some of them that are doing good in the industry today.
Yeah.
Some of the entities, if not companies, that are, you know, working with leather products and especially selling them out. Lots of competition, or there are very few of you?
There are actually a couple of companies doing the same. They're doing a really good job, but our unique factor is the fact that our products are like 100% handmade. Like there's no machine that has gone onto this piece, from the cutting to the hole punching to the stitching. This is 100% Kevin's work.
But you know, when I come to you and I say, hey, Kevin, nataka hii bag, picture ndio you and everything, and then I go, do I even know whether it's handmade? Mimi nikirudi napata tu kitu ni supu.
So difference ni the beauty in the stitching.
Yes.
Like if you were to see like a machine-made product, the stitching won't be so prominent. Like you can see my watch from here. You can notice the black stitch. So there's just something about it. Then there's no speeding through because the machine like just speeds through like, but us is one hole at a time, one hole at a time. Drink a coffee, back to stitching. So it's much neater, much more durable because it's tighter. And it's just a lot of time and a lot of attention to detail. Yeah.
All right. Generally, setting up a business in the country and just managing it well, many argue there are a lot of complications that come along with that, but you appear to have gotten a smooth ride. What is it like just setting up a business, and you know, do you have to go through the process like for you of registration and all this? Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you have to register and all that. But like I said, you just have to have a drop-dead passion about something and things will work out for you. It's all about the mentality. You can look at it from two ways. You can say, yo, but starting a business is hard. Where will I get clients? Where will I get the documentation? Or you can just start and learn on the way. Because people are usually afraid of making that big leap. And sometimes you might see like businesses that have done well, and you think like, oh, these guys are geniuses, they know what they're doing. But we're all just trying out. You get? It's just trial and error until you perfect it. So I'm even still learning. Like I usually say, I've not even started leathercraft yet. Like I've not even started giving products that I want, the ones that I imagine in my head. So it's always a learning experience, but the key thing is to just start. Like, go make a logo, go research about something, just go and start. You get? Don't worry about how hard it is, the hurdles and all that. Just start and be at your craft every day, literally. Yeah.
What's the production capacity for Rani today? Now that you say there's so much sometimes, and you can even beat the deadlines and all that. That's huge. Perhaps what you envisioned for it to be. How many years? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. It's a cool 5 years.
Yeah.
Most of the businesses, or most of businesses break, even at this point.
Yeah. So currently with the 5 workers, we've boosted our production rate. Initially, it used to be tough because I used to do like all the making, sleepless nights. But currently, we're at a more comfortable position. We could make, say, 50 wallets in a month, and a good number of duffel bags and tote bags. I could say like our production is much better, though there are a couple of equipment that we want to implement in the coming months, so that we can make even the production bigger, but with the same quality. But generally, our focus is just to like get a small niche of clients who really appreciate the product, so that we can keep our quality forever. Because we're not about like making 1,000 wallets and just making the money. Because for me, it's about the fashion, it's about the culture, it's about the name, it's about the story. It's not even about the money. Yeah.
Okay, and you speak of quality highly, and that's a good thing. Any control or notable quality control measures? Are there entities, quality control entities that you work with? Because that equally is very, very important, and it's not just about Rani, but generally, what is there across the global fraternity? There are quality standards that should be, followed, that institutions should abide to.
Yes. So I was working with an organization called GIZ who are giving us business training on how to secure all those aspects. So in terms of the internationally recognized standards, they're the ones to help us apply on all that and just get our business ISO certified. In terms of just the general quality control, like just inspecting the product before it's dispatched, I'm the one who personally does that. And I'm usually very brutal about it, like even the slightest error in the stitch. I usually make a joke that to the workers that one you can take to your dad.
Wow.
Because it can't go to a client who has paid their hard-earned cash for this product and believed in your business. So even anyone who has an Rani wallet, go and check today if there's any error in the stitch.
Please
just
bring it back to us so we can take it to our dads.
Exactly.
Get a better one. All right, so color, I don't seem to understand. So I'm thinking, literally.
Okay.
Layman's thinking.
No, it's a good question. I can see it. I can already imagine.
How do we arrive at this color and this beauty and all that? What is available in terms of these heights?
So that's a very good question. You must have done your research.
I'm just thinking like mtu wa kawaida, hii ilikuwa kala, hii ngombe ilikuwa sijui kala gani, and then all of a sudden I have a yellow.
There are 2 types of leather, right? There's the veg tan and the chrome tan.
Okay.
So what brings the differences in these leathers is the tanning process. Tanning being the process of changing it from cow skin to like actual leather. So the veg tan is tanned through natural processes like barks of trees and just natural pigments to convert it from the cow skin to now leather. So there is no dyeing, there is no coloring. So that one is typically, in a layman's language, the leather that the Ndauo would have, the Maasai. It's just brown, no dye, no nothing. So then there's this one, which is called chrome tan leather, which is tanned through like chemicals and like chemical processes to make it faster and more vibrant. Because you see the veg tan it's good, but it's not as lively. It's more of just like basic.
Yeah.
But the chrome tan, you can add color, you can add patterning
Okay.
to make it like much more lively. Plus, it's faster to make it, because the veg tan you'd have to wait for like 6 months for one hide to convert.
Yeah.
But the chrome tan, you can quickly make it, so it makes financial sense to make this. Yeah, but depending on their preference, we can always make whichever the clients want. Yeah.
All right. I am told, again, there are these ones that are called exotic skins.
Okay.
Have you gotten to such levels where then you're working with, say, a lizard, an ostrich, and all that?
Well, it's the trade is very controlled
Yeah.
in the country. Like, I did my research on it. I went to a crocodile farm, Sagana Crocodile Farm, and most of those leather pieces, sadly, the real crocodile skin are exported, like to the Gucci and Louis. They've like already pre-booked them. So for you to get a hide, it's like really hard.
The big boys. The big
Yeah,
boys are in
yeah.
control.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gucci and
Yeah.
Louis, they're the ones who like pre-buy them. Yeah. Yeah. So I've not got a chance to like work with any exotic skins, because it's a very controlled trade.
Right.
You get arrested with that, you need the proper documentation.
Right.
But we have an opportunity to get like different finishes, different exotic finishes on leather. So this
okay,
is
okay.
cow skin,
Yes.
but it has a
Some crocodile feel.
embossing.
Okay.
Like the print is embossed
All right.
onto the leather. So it's still leather, but it has the crocodile finish.
Okay, that's great. So
Yeah.
I gather that you could sell, like just one piece depending on a client, or there are instances where you now have to go wholesale. And so when someone comes to you, you tell them now from Embakasi here, Nayo, you have to go to our shop, you have to go to
Okay.
this shop, they retail our products and all that. How do you go about it?
So like there are two sets of clients I get, like the ones I sell them to directly, like one piece, 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Then there are a couple of others, like end of last year, I collaborated with like an American company who wanted a couple of wallets to sell at their gift shop back in the States. So they're both sets. If you want like a bulk purchase, it's possible. And if you also want the singles, it's possible.
Right.
I've also made a couple of like key holders for like a whole hotel. So it just depends on what you want.
So what is the maximum or minimum for you order quantity? For instance, when I come to you, I say, now I want them in bulk for my shop. So I take wholesale and then I'm going to retail. What's the maximum you can go, owing to the fact that you're so keen on quality and all that? So you have to extend on the timelines and as well deliver, or you have to go back and check whether you have this material, is it ready and all that?
So maybe I can put the minimum value, because
Yeah.
the maximum we can always find a way to make it.
Okay.
But the minimum I regard for a bulk order for you to even get like a discount is like 20 pieces.
Right.
That's for the wallet, and like it changes depending on the product. But our most fast moving product, the wallet, the minimum bulk order is 20 pieces.
20 pieces.
For maximum, we can always...
You can stretch.
Yes.
You can stretch.
Exactly.
And now that online business is about, nimeona hiyo kitu nimeona kwa picha, I want exactly that. And you say sometimes
For
you're
sure.
limited to that. How do you handle this, such disappointments? Because you also don't want clients calling you and then you say, well, ilikuwa tu hiyo piece moja, you can get another, but we can work on this. It can get to a level where it's disappointing.
Okay. So for the products that sell most, we have tried to like get bulk leather so it can last even till half the year. But for the really unique ones, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
You get? Because even the one who previously bought it would like to enjoy the exclusivity. So, and we are an exclusive brand.
Yeah.
You see, if I made you a piece and you got someone with the exact one, it would make you feel some type of way, as compared to if it was only you with it.
That's true.
So yeah, like I said, for the ones that we sell most, like the most commonly loved ones, we usually have them in stock. Yeah.
With standard price tags or kuna
Yeah,
ya
all of
mzungu?
no.
All
our prices are standard.
Let's be honest for a moment, you know, these things are normal. Look, ukiangalia nani amekuja, they decide to adjust the price upwards or lower. They're standard, yeah?
No, I really avoid doing that because you never know, they might talk. Yeah, so it's
So do you put price tags to the ones that you post?
Yeah.
Say online, if I go online and then I see this is what has been posted, the price tag is there, or maybe it's for them to call and now you negotiate, or you...
I don't put the prices on my social media platforms because for starters, it's funny. Even if you put the price, there's someone who will go down there and just be like, how much?
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
Yeah.
Secondly, it's to prevent the third-party sellers. Someone can take the pictures online, and since they know the price, they can speak on behalf of Arani, and that might tarnish like
Have you gone through such experiences, and how do you handle?
Yeah, there's a time I went to like Mombasa for a week. So like I took a break from my social media platform for like 3 days. So I found guys have made comments there, like, because people were asking the price. So someone told them like, it's 500 shillings and you can buy it through this number and stuff. So a way to prevent that is just ensure that the only person talking to the potential Arani client is me. Because I'm aware of the product, I know all angles, and I can just give them a better insight.
And let's face it, Arani is a big brand so far in the country, perhaps to grow even more. And we really have these cases where, and we started by saying, you know, we know of the designers, we know of the brands, the big brands today. One would, I mean, the fake commodities that are running around in the name of them being of this brand is one thing, is one of the biggest difficulties or maybe the challenges that they are facing. How will you handle such a scenario where now it gets extreme? Because now this is Arani, but again, left, right, and center, we have bags that are not legit enough. And equally, they're being labeled Arani.
So the emerging trend right now in fashion is that all items, if you like even buy like a Gucci sweater, it has like a metallic tag. So you just have to like take it close to your phone, pop.
All right.
And it takes you direct to the product code, where it was bought.
And so this you have fitted?
Not yet.
Not yet. You've not got it there.
That's now something I will look into when it gets that big. All
right. I cannot see anywhere it's written Arani, any logo and everything in your products, or you don't do that?
So this one is just
is yours,
fresh off the boat.
It
doesn't have the logo, but I have stuff with the logo.
So most of all your stuff
they usually have the standard Arani. All right. Here it is.
Even, okay, well, fine. So at what point do we see the time? 9:21. Arani crown, Thank you so much, for speaking to us, Brian. So once again, how do they get a hold of some of these products? Physical shop, or, it's purely online business and you speak and then we deliver and all that?
So for starters, it's strictly online. Unless like it's a very special order and you'd like to visit the workshop and actually choose and feel the leather pieces. I usually have like special clients who I allow to do that. However, mostly it's just online through our social media platforms, that is Instagram and TikTok. So the name of the page is Arani_luxury. And my number is there. I'm a very friendly guy. Plus, you'll be talking directly to me. So, that's how you can reach me.
So payments, the M-Pesas of this day, accounts exchange, and how do I get my product? So it's delivered?
So once you settle on a product that you may like, you have an option to engrave your name, if that's what you may wish. Then we kickstart the process after you make a 50% deposit. Then on completion, if it's a wallet, it takes a standard 2 days. On completion, we provide free delivery. Then you pay the balance once you get the product. Once you've checked it out, you're comfortable with it, you like it.
What if I don't?
Complete the balance. I could always remake you. I have the capacity. But it rarely happens because like there's so much we've put into the product, attention to detail. Before Fidel makes it, then I inspect it, then Stella does a final inspection, I don't think you might not like it.
Right?
Yeah.
So you look at it and you look at the timelines and then you tell someone that now this one would take us like 3-4 days before we deliver?
Like I told you, since I design all the products, like I don't do the custom mostly, I have like control on the timeline. So I know for a wallet, 2 days, duffel bag, 5 days, this man bag like mine, 3 days. So depending on the product, like I know the number of days, unless it's again another special order. Maybe someone is flying out like tomorrow. I could also squeeze you in and just like make you a quick order.
All right.
Yeah.
Those ones that are abroad, because also those ones are clients, and especially now
Yeah.
that we are online and you're marketing online, definitely there are those ones who would be interested, and maybe someone is abroad and they'd love for them to get this. So there are arrangements to that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Same process. They reach me through the social media platforms, and after that, they make the payment, and I usually fulfill the orders through DHL. Yeah.
All right.
Because I have an account with them, so I could ship to most places for a considerable amount.
All right.
$30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you accessed the Hustler Fund so far? Unajua nasikia ni watu wa biashara peke yake, so that you boost your business. Anyway, that aside, once again, Brian, thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. So your number, as well as just a reminder on how they get a hold of these beautiful pieces, from Arani.
Okay. So once again, our social media platform is Arani_luxury. Arani_luxury. Secondly, my phone number is 0704-664-092. I'll repeat, 0704-664-092. So reach me out on those platforms.
Right.
And yeah, I'll hook you up with a cool bag.
Right. Thank you so much for speaking to us once again. And as well, for those of you who would want to set up a business, like Brian says, the story is unique, and, it's all about the passion. It's all about going out and saying that, beyond the money, beyond the difficulties, it is possible.